In 2026, almost everyone is telling you that you need a personal brand. Now, does this mean getting 100,000 followers on TikTok through the latest social media frenzy and dance trends? No, it means something completely else, especially if you're an expert in your industry. In this video, I'm going to show you how you don't need millions of views and followers. You just need to become the person or brand people think of when they go to your niche. When they go on to Google, YouTube, or whatever social media platform your clients happen to be, you need to be there and you need to have content to build trust and bring in those clients. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to build a personal brand from scratch if I had to do it all over again in 2026. If you're looking to start building your personal brand through content, I have a free guide down below, the 90-day authority map, which shows you exactly how to do that. Pick that up for free in the description. Now let's get into the video. Now, first of all, you need to start becoming known for one thing. Many entrepreneurs and business owners think, I need to start with a platform. Is it YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it may be? They want to start there and think about the content process. That's actually completely backwards. You need to actually start with positioning. Who do I want to help? How do I help them? What kind of transfer am I going to give them? How do I best position myself and make an offer to them to help them achieve that transformation? So instead of saying, I'm just a business coach, you could say, I'm a leadership coach for engineers to help them succeed in their projects and satisfy their clients. Instead of saying, I'm a marketing consultant that works with local law firms in the Dallas, Texas area. Or instead of saying, I'm a fitness coach that helps people look better, you can say, I'm a strength coach for hardworking dads who are busy over the age of 40. When it comes to this, being specific beats broad almost every time. It doesn't mean you can't reach plenty of people and clients. Getting specific actually helps you reach the clients you want more. Just make sure to do plenty of research in that niche to make sure the market is available and you've had people you've worked with in that niche before. By becoming more specific in your niche, you can actually reach your clients much, much better than trying to appeal to everybody. This means you're going to have statements that are going to be controversial to some in your niche or some people that you would have considered potential clients before. But now that you've gotten more specific, you're actually going to attract the people that you want to work with more, and they're going to be more invested in the entire process. Next, you need to build a simple home base for your personal brand. This doesn't mean go to every single social media platform you know and start setting up your profile. This is going to be where you're going to base your entire brand before you start reaching out to the social media platforms. This means picking a simple domain host for your website, allowing you to design a free lead magnet and catch leads and emails to then reach the people you want to work with. An about page with what you do, and then a free guide allowing people to get access to some of your knowledge and what you're all about. This does not mean you need fancy animations, you need to pay some social media marketer $10,000, and you don't need a bunch of fancy apps. This can be really, really simple. I'm going to give more and more tips on this channel on how to build those exact things. You can think of your website and landing page as your digital office, the place people enter into to figure out what you're about and how you can help them. Remember, this one should be specifically about how you're reaching and how you're helping people. They don't want to learn too much about you. They want to know how you can help them. As long as you keep the customer and client in mind and design the page around them, they're going to be much more interested and willing to hear what you have to offer and how you can offer them a transformation than if the page is just all about your accolades and who you are. Next is pick one primary platform to start posting content. This is where a lot of people go off the rails. They think they have to be everywhere. I got to be on Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube. There seems to be a new platform popping up every few years these days, just making it even harder for business owners like you to stay relevant on social media. But here's the key. You shouldn't try and win everywhere. And with previous businesses I've had, I focused on basically one platform. For the hydrology education niche, that was YouTube. I stayed consistent there, posted very, very often, and over time, you become the most searched in that niche, and you start attracting basically everyone in that pool. But there are different platforms that actually favor different industries and niches, and doing a little research can really help you figure out where your clientele is going to be. Professional services, that may be LinkedIn. For educators, YouTube may be the right way to go. For everyday people, Instagram may be a great place to put your reels. And for writers, X has been an emerging platform that has helped out a lot of business owners reach new clients and reach the people they want to work with. Remember, if you start with one and get consistent on one, you can always expand later. But if you're trying to max out on all of them, your effort's going to be really, really scattered. Pick one and branch out. What I like to do is think one great platform for long form content, whether that's videos like this or writing, and one that's great for short form content. For example, for me, I like to post my long form videos on YouTube as well as my shorts, but I also don't like to branch out with my shorts on TikTok and Instagram Reels, and that's enough for me to allow me to reach my clients with just one form of media, which is this YouTube video I'm shooting. Next is you need to create real helpful content, one that gives a window into the transformation you can offer. These shouldn't be motivational videos, hype videos, just showing off your portfolio. This should offer real help to the people you are trying to reach. A lot of people overcomplicate this process too, unsure what to post about. What's the first video that I should make? The key is just to start somewhere. And luckily, we have AI tools that can help you brainstorm ideas. But AI is only as good as what you feed it. So you need to do some thinking about what are the clients you work with? What are the kind of problems they have? What are the kinds of questions you're always answering? That's always a great place to start. You can debunk myths, ask and answer common questions, give case studies behind the scenes, and lessons learned of you working in the industry. If one of your clients has asked a question in the past, there's probably 50 other people in that niche who also need that question answered. So that's a great place to start. Now here's the last step and hardest one, which is staying consistent. A lot of business owners struggle with this one. They get really motivated for 2, 3, 4 weeks, maybe a couple months. But once the loads of life in their businesses continue to add up, the content gets kicked to the wayside. They stop being consistent. And unfortunately, on many social media platforms, that can be a death sentence. Staying consistent with a little bit of content is way more valuable than doing it all in a couple months spurts. The algorithm awards consistency. And if you're able to bring that, over time, you'll begin to pop up on people's feeds. So pick something that is realistic for you. Maybe that's one YouTube video a week, a couple reels every few weeks, or maybe a written article every month or so. Whatever it is, you need to stay consistent with it. I think the optimal range is showing up in people's feeds or inboxes at least once a week. It's consistent enough that they can look forward to it every week, but not so spammy that they get annoyed by it. Of course, you can always post more, but I think starting off with once a week is a great place for most business owners and is something that's incredibly manageable, especially that you're getting into something new, which is creating content, showing up on camera, or starting to write much more often than you're used to. So let's say you're a CPA starting a consultant business. Instead of saying, I help business with taxes, you can narrow that niche and become more specific even further. You could say, I help self-employed consultants legally reduce their tax bills every year. Now you know who the client is and who you're trying to reach, the content becomes a much more obvious thing. The videos could include 5 tax mistakes freelancers makes, LLC versus S Corps, how to track your finances every month, business mistakes most people miss, and quarterly business taxes explained in such and such state. And eventually, entrepreneurs and business owners start to think, oh, that's the tax guy that helps me with my taxes and his free content. Maybe I should reach out to him. That's what a personal brand does. It builds that trust over time, so they start to see the value that you offer and the transformation you can bring. The biggest mistake is assuming building a personal brand is about trying to become famous. It's exactly the opposite. It's trying to help you reach the people you want to work with most, whether that's 10 potential high-ticket clients or 1,000 smaller ticket clients. It's not about building the biggest audience. It's about becoming known and recognized and trust in your niche. You want the exact right person to know what you do and why they should trust you with their hard-earned money to bring about a transformation. Like I said, if you want a step-by-step plan for building out your personal brand, go ahead and download that free guide in the description down below. That's a great place to start. If you have any questions, you can leave it in a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.